Okay, some of my favorites right here. I absolutely love zucchini, and they are so tasty. I had to dedicate 2 different slides, believe it or not, because I had some of these more traditional, I wanna say traditional, they're not traditional at all. They're well, except the simple sautéed squash one, but, more of the less hidden, I will say. And then the next slide, I go over some of the zucchini recipes that you can't tell at all that there's any zucchini in. So I wanted to have them just a little bit separated. But these ones taste so good. So some of my favorites are the zucchini pizza bites. If you guys have not seen those or tried them, you definitely need to. They are a hit with everybody in the family and also with all of the kids. They absolutely love it. One of our kids made the video for making the zucchini pizza bites. So you guys need to make sure you check that out because it was really cute because she went through. I mean, obviously, I had to use the knife and cut the zucchini. I sliced it up for her. But besides that, like she did everything on there and did it great and perfect. And they taste so good. We make them either in the oven or also we've made them recently in like the air fryer and it works really well. And they taste so good. The kids love them. So it's definitely kid approved. Another kid approved that I want to mention is that Parmesan-crusted zucchini fries. They are so good too. It was so funny. We were having hamburgers one night and I was going to make French fries to go with them. And I was like, I have all these zucchinis. Why don't I make zucchini fries? So I did that, and the kids just went crazy for them. They absolutely love them. They eat them just like French fries, dip them in some ketchup, eat away. They absolutely love them. Again, they're not difficult to make at all. All I did was just simply you can make it in different ways. You can slice them just like this, like French fries look, or you can make them like circles, like the pizza bites, however you want to. But essentially, you just do that, and then you roll it in like some milk, egg mixture, and then put it into the flour mixture, and then bake. Either put it in the air fryer or bake it, or put it on the stovetop and fry it. However you want to do it, really. But it makes for tasty, tasty food. Absolutely love it. And then more of my favorites, zucchini pasta, of course. If you have a spiralizer, makes this so much simpler for you. I have an attachment for my KitchenAid that just spiralizes the zucchini for me. And I just cook the zucchini on the stove for a little bit to just cook it. And then I add everything just like pasta on it. So, like tomato sauce. And then sometimes I'll do some meatballs. So good. Very, very tasty. So again, but if you aren't a fan of the zucchini taste, or if somebody is picky, they may not like the green noodles. I love it, but and then most of the kids actually enjoy the zucchini pasta too. So that's saying something. And then also there's just the simple sautéed squash. I mean, just simply chopping it and you can saute it, roast it, anything like that. Super good. Very easy to make. Yes. I'm so glad you love zucchini and squash and with onions and bacon. That sounds great. I absolutely love that idea with adding some, I bet like sauteing some onions and adding some small pieces of bacon into that. That sounds amazing. Okay, so hiding zucchini. This is probably one of my favorite topics to do because you can honestly hide zucchini in a little bit of everything, which is fantastic. Um, um, let's see. So we have the zucchini oat chocolate chip cookies, which are super good, and they are, I mean, they're just like oats, and I put some chocolate chips in there, and I also just slice up that zucchini and put it into there, and that zucchini's in real small pieces. I mean, you can see a slight, like a little bit of it in that picture, but you can't taste any of it at all. Like you would have no idea that there's any zucchini in it. And the kids just devour it, absolutely devour it. Um, Same as the zucchini brownies. I mean, really, honestly, everything here is super great. And of course, they're not going to be like the super healthiest because you are adding sugar and all of that and chocolate, especially in these zucchini brownies. But you are adding zucchini to it. So I always feel like it's better, at least that way, right? Than just eating regular brownies. But yeah, zucchini brownies are super tasty. You definitely need to check out that recipe. It is fun to make. The kids actually made a video for both of those. Both of those the kids made, and they loved making it. They love eating it. Of course, they're always begging to make these. Anytime we have zucchini, they're like, "Can we make some brownies?" they just want it all the time. While we're on the topic of sweets, I'll skip to the zucchini bread. Zucchini bread is also super tasty. And again, you can't even see or taste the zucchini in it. So somebody who doesn't really like healthy things or doesn't like zucchini, it is a super easy way to disguise the zucchini. I love making the zucchini bread, and what I do differently, I put in like cinnamon chips, and oh, makes it the best ever. I absolutely love it. But yeah, make sure you check out the recipe. I have the recipe over here, and we'll post it up here. But also, you have access to all of these recipes too if you have the From Seed to Spoon app, because it's under the More section. You'll have all of the recipes for each one. So if you go into zucchini right there, it'll pull up all of them. And then while we're on the topic of bread, I'll skip over. So the sandwich bread that I have is super easy to make. And typically, whenever I make sandwich bread, I'll just add regular milk. Well, this is one that you can do and do the so you can do what's called milk the zucchini. So this is really good if you have like a huge baseball bat. You can go through like one of those really huge zucchinis. You can go through and almost just put it through a blender and run it through there, and you get like essentially just like a juice kind of. And you can substitute the milk in that sandwich bread with this zucchini milk, and it's terrific. Like, it doesn't change the color, it doesn't change the taste, nothing. It is super great. And oh, I forgot to mention too. So with those zucchini baseball bats, a really good one to make is those pizza, those little pizza bites. Really easy to do because it makes those just a little bit bigger than the standard. So it makes it a little bit easier for the kids to eat. So there's still a lot of uses for those baseball bats. So you're doing sandwich bread, milking it, or putting it in a pizza bites, super great. And then these last two. So my personal favorite is probably this zucchini grilled cheese. I am a huge fan of the zucchini grilled cheese. It is, oh man, it tastes so good. So it's interesting because like the top parts that would typically be bread is just made up of like a flour recipe, with the zucchini, and it tastes so good. So it's almost like I have the zucchini breaded on the top and bottom, and then cheese in the center melted. Tastes incredible. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting hungry, and now I want that because it is so good. Hopefully I have a zucchini I can use for that because I really want to eat that right now. It is tasty. Yeah. So that zucchini grilled cheese, I can't say enough good things about it. It's probably my favorite recipe, my favorite thing that I make with zucchini, because it's just amazing. Trust me. And then zucchini hash browns. If you haven't tried these, you definitely need to too. So good. You can mix up actually some potatoes and zucchinis together here, and you can honestly not tell if there's any zucchini in it at all. It is super tasty. And we make these in the morning, put them with some scrambled eggs, again with some chives too, right? And it's super great. And the kids would never know. They'll have no idea that there's any zucchini in it at all. So there's just a lot there. I mean, these are like, I think we talked about like 10 different recipes here for zucchini, but honestly, there's so many different recipes that you can try. And I would love to see and hear your guys' favorites too. So make sure that you guys are posting your favorites because I am always up for trying new zucchini recipes because it's my favorite. And hopefully you guys have a lot of zucchini that you can harvest in the garden because you guys are going to have a lot of baking to do. Okay, so on the topic of squash, let's talk briefly about a few of the other squashes and things like that that you can make. So spaghetti squash, I'm a huge fan of as well. Super easy to make also. So what we do with our spaghetti squash is just simply chop it in half, open it up, and you can either pop it in the oven like that with some olive oil drizzled on top, or you can just pop it in the air fryer. Makes it a lot faster if you have an air fryer and goes super, super fast and easy. So that's definitely one thing that I love to do. And then you just simply go through once it's done cooking and just use a fork and scrape it, and it comes out with these spaghetti noodles. So it's terrific. You can eat them just like this and just put some salt and pepper, garlic on it, however you want it. Or you can actually make like an actual pasta with it. Just like we talked about with a zucchini pasta, you can put some tomato sauce and things like that on it. But honestly, it is so good. And it's not green, so you may get the kids to be fooled on the noodles there. Another one of my favorites with butternut squash is just simply air frying some butternut squash and adding in like some cinnamon and just like some sweetness, so cinnamon, honey, things like that, and it makes it so sweet and tasty. And it honestly, like, it just tastes to me like fall. Every time I eat butternut squash, I'm just like, oh, it just tastes so good. I absolutely love it. And then one thing I did want to mention too, especially with things like pumpkins, anytime you're going through and harvesting any of these, I always say like use all the pieces of it because like you can eat all of those seeds. The seeds will have lots of great nutritional value. And I just simply go through and roast the seeds, and it is super tasty, very healthy. The kids love to munch on them. So that's definitely something that I always recommend for you guys to do.